This is Martin Luther in plain English, not Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther was born in Germany on November 10, 1483. Martin Luther was abused and had a rough childhood. At age 19, he left his home and earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in philosophy. His philosophy studies led him to the Catholic Church as a monk, where he saw a lot of corruption. Catholics believed the Pope had power to forgive. Martin Luther learned in his studies that only God had the power to forgive, and that you could only get to heaven through faith in God. But worst of all, members of the Catholic Church had to pay to get forgiveness in the form of indulgences. Luther disagreed with the Church's practices, so he wrote his own 95 Theses on how Christians should act. I got 95 problems, and the Catholic Church is pretty much all of them. Martin wrote these doctrines against the sale of forgiveness and other things, and nailed them to the doors of the Catholic churches. People agreed with him, and his ideas were spread across Europe thanks to the Gutenberg printing press. In no time at all, his followers were great in number. They originally named themselves Lutherans, but changed to Protestant to keep themselves focused on God. These two Christian groups still exist and are still very different. For example, in Catholicism, during communion, the followers thought the priest turned the bread and wine into actual flesh and blood, whereas the Protestants believed it to be simply symbolic. Catholics believed you had to earn your salvation. Protestants believed you could only get to heaven through faith in God. Religion was very important during the Renaissance, and Martin Luther took it in an entirely new direction.